Content warning. The following video may contain material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. I am not giving medical advice or telling others how to live their lives. This channel is for philosophical, ideological, metaphysical, and comedy purposes only. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, so I'm just going to get straight to the point on this one. There is an entity that exists in this realm, and I don't even know if calling it an entity makes sense. Maybe I could say program and it would make more sense. I don't know. But there appears to be an entity in this realm that corrupts the minds of men and women. And it has the power to control whoever it wants to, I think. I don't know. I think a very, very powerful level of mental fortitude. You can combat the thing that I'm talking about. I don't know now if the thing is us. It's us that believes these things. That's one alternative. Well, for example, I was just watching an RFK Jr. fucking interview or whatever. He was answering questions. I think he's running for president. I don't know exactly, but I probably watched about 5 minutes of it, and he had said something about talking about his uncle. He prevented the war, and then right after he was assassinated, the same war that he was trying to keep people out of, there was this many people sent in and so many died. One was my cousin, he said, or his cousin or his nephew or something. One of his family members was in that war that died. And I just don't see when I see him talking, I probably should have got a drink before this, but when I see him talking, I just don't see a fucking Archon creature. I see a human there that is a human. That I see sitting there talking. And I'm sorry. I think that even if he's a good person, first off, even if he became a president and was in a position to do anything, it would never work because he's going against a machine that doesn't allow change anymore. Or something would corrupt the man. Some people say, they get cloned and they change, and I think something corrupts them. I don't know how else to explain it. I think we all combat with this thing. I don't think it's just that's part of the lie and deception, is that it's only dealt with by politicians and stuff. The people, the Illuminati, that's who the demon thing's got, and absolutely it does. But it's in all of us. It's in every single one of us, every second of every day. Why would it be that obsessed with us? This thing, it doesn't like you. It thinks you're ugly, fat, stupid, dumb, useless. This thing never has nothing nice to say. This thing that humanity must coexist with until it becomes conscious of its existence and develops the mental fortitude to combat it. I know what I'm saying sounds crazy, but yeah, I think that humanity has to become conscious. Sorry. That it's dealing with a demon, or a monster, an Archon, something that just doesn't like us, man. And once it's conscious of that, it'll be aware enough to combat this demon that most humans think is them while they're on fucking autopilot. Sorry, I don't know why this is getting me so emotional, but probably because it matters to me. I talk so much shit about humanity, but I love them, and Come on. You know, I love them, and I don't think that they're NPCs. I think they're under the control of some sort of demonic entity. Sometimes I myself refer to it as God, and then later watch my video. And when I'm saying God, I just mean whatever the fuck has the most power here, man. That thing, it is much more powerful than human. It's weird. It's a weird paradox because really it's not that powerful. It's like once you're aware of it, it is the little old man behind the curtain. It isn't that powerful. So it's a very paradoxical thing. It's like once you're aware of the mind virus. No, I can't say that. It's still very difficult. It's still difficult sometimes to remember who you are. You have to keep reminding yourself, or at least in my case. This thing will... It goes deep. It's much deeper than just autopilot. Like it has a lot more power than even I'm giving it credit for. It's got a lot of power. Look at the state of humanity. You know what I'm saying? Like it's obvious, but if you're aware of it, it doesn't. I believe if humanity collectively became aware of the fact that we're again coexisting with some sort of entity that just is in our ear. Watch Dr. Marzinski. I'm subscribed to him. It's one of the channels I'm subscribed to. I do believe a lot of that. I believe that schizophrenics are auditorially are hearing, literally hearing what most humans do. I think they're hearing the subconscious. The subconscious, in my case, it was also very abusive. You're ugly, you're dumb, you're fat. No, you're not good enough. It still does that. I don't think that thing runs out of gas. That's why I say it's automated. Like it's a simulation to torment the observer creature or something, because like who wouldn't get bored of that after a while? Like, I'm just going to torment these human things. It's like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, well, it's feeding all. Like, well, what does that mean? So when I'm in an uncomfortable, miserable human state, which is the human state because it's a fucked up, retarded ape creature that's got a mental disorder. But when I'm sitting there in that uncomfortable state, like, so there's an entity that I can't see on some different spectrum or vibration or frequency that's like what, literally next to me? And what, does the essence float off me and it vacuums it off? Or does it literally like put its mouth on me and I just can't see it? It's like sucking the loose. Like what are we actually saying in the fucking Archon community? Because it's all very interesting and stuff, but I just still don't really understand it. It still sounds like a cartoon. So it's like, how can I say people believe in, you know, this fucking cartoon book over here, and then I'm going over here going, oh, something feeds off the negativity. It's like, I don't know that neither. I just know that this ape creature that I am is a very negative type of creature. It's a conflicted creature. It's like two opposites come together. You know, like a mother and father, or a man and a woman, I guess. Yeah, that's what we are. We're conflicted. We're the two different sexes come together in one. He looks like his mom and his dad. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense when I think about it. We are like a man and a woman. Well, that's funny. Well, I never really thought about it that way, but, you know, this ape creature is very fucking conflicted. It's almost like the spirit and physical came together, and like spirit is pure love and light and happiness and joy and peace and harmony. Just like the opposite. And physical is just like, I don't know, like what, like Satan, blood drinking, like murder, rape, pillage, I don't know. And it's like these two opposites had to come together for existence. And it just creates this like bizarre existence because it's like two retards coming together that don't belong together. I don't know, man. I just know that the ape creature thing's not a fucking, it's not a happy creature. And you can say, well, that's your fault. You're unhappy. And it's like, whoa. That's true. I am unhappy. I wouldn't say it's my fault. Maybe if I lived in a realm that didn't constantly make me unhappy, I'd be happier. I'm not an unhappy person. I get unhappy when I think about the way that fucking reality actually is. Isn't that fucked up? It's not that I'm an unhappy motherfucker. Most people that know me as a loving, happy, dude, I mean, I'm human. I have bad days. I'm a philosophical person. This is the type of shit I think about. It obviously bothers me. Bring me fucking tears. You know what I'm saying? So, the reality hurts me though. It's not like, so it's a weird, and it's not the reality. So that's misleading. What am I saying? The reality was like the tree's out to hurt me? No, it's like the way that it's all set up in the end, and then the ones that have power that perpetuate it to be that way always still having the power to do it. It's just like, how does that keep happening that way? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. That's why I say that there's some sort of mind virus here with humans. I don't know if it's a mind virus or if it's just, maybe it's just the way that the ape thing's built. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just that way, like fucking conflicted, just conflicted fucking creatures, man. But no, that's not true. It's not true. If I was in a happy reality, I wouldn't be conflicted at all. Like, if this reality was nice and comfortable and not like a slave realm or whatever, I'd be way happier. So it's bullshit. It's bullshit. So that may be, like, what just happened there is the mind virus working on me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I started noticing it, like, in moments. I'm like, wait, no. When I start questioning what I'm being told immediately by my mind, it starts to fall apart. I'm like, wait, no, that doesn't make sense, though. The mind virus works through all of us, not just in politicians. And the reason that I came to tears earlier especially was because looking at RFK, again, like I said, I see a human sitting there talking, man. I don't see like an archon demon thing, but I feel like if he did get into place, something would corrupt him and he would become demonic. And I don't know if that thing is us. And what I meant by that is that us believing him to be evil and negative, does it make him that way? You get so many minds, and then it's like, you look at the Matrix reality way it's set up, it's like, all fucking leaders are evil, blood drinking, blah, blah. It's like, wow, so then all humanity is going to manifest is that. If it is a manifestation thing, if it's a belief thing. If it's a belief thing. Human belief is the ultimate weapon in this reality, just so you guys know. Human belief is the ultimate weapon in this reality. Human belief could lead to your detriment if enough people believe bad shit about you. If human beliefs, so people creating beliefs and stuff like that against you are trying to hurt you with the minds of humanity. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if the Matrix created one of these faceless YouTubers saying, yeah, look, RFK covered his eye in this video, and then people start going, oh, he's a baby. It's like, man, are we doing that? And maybe not even leading him down that path, but just wishing detriment or believing negativity in his life. He may end up doing something crazy like shooting his secretary or something, but it might not be blood drinking or, you know what I'm saying, but by enough people believes, like, do we have faith in any human anymore? We don't. My belief of me, I'm looking at them, and that's what made me realize, I'm watching this and I'm going, you fucking monster. I know that you want to sit here and pretend to be human and you know, my cousin died and that, and he looks human, man, he's good at doing it. And I'm so corrupted by my own thoughts now. It's like, wow, this thing did a good job on me too, didn't it? Sure has. Does a good job on all of us, and we don't even fucking realize it. You have to sit with the mind virus, you have to double question everything you think. You have to double question everything you think. You think being a truth content creator is an easy thing? This reality is way more fucked up than people realize it is. And there's a reason a lot of motherfuckers that should make YouTube videos don't make YouTube videos, because I think subconsciously they know, if I put myself in that seat, man, that's not going to be a comfortable seat to sit in. And it ain't. It takes a level of mental fortitude. You got to double question everything that you think, for Christ's sakes. Double question everything you think. If people are wishing negativity on you, they're putting negative thoughts in your mind. I know that sounds crazy. But when you question your own thought and you know that that's not a thought you would have created, well, who the fuck did it? I would have never thought that about myself. I don't like talking like that to myself. Why did I do that? There's something. That's why I say you start truly paying attention to my. I almost said it's interesting that psychiatrists have such a high suicide rate. I think psychiatrists start coexisting with the mind virus, or they start noticing it or seeing it. I don't know. Maybe they feel hopeless at some point. This isn't something to laugh about, but this is a dark realm, man. Like, when you really start looking into it, there is no good. There's no good. There's very rarely good news, and it's always dark and evil. And like, if you really start looking at it, man, it's well, you're gonna find a channel like mine that's telling you you're coexisting with a mind virus that's in the process of trying to corrupt you for some reason. I don't know why. Again, I don't need to know why. I would love to know, because I'm a truth seeker, but I don't really need to know why. I know it's happening. That's the most important part. Why is it built that way? I don't know. Why were ant eaters built to get ants? Why were fucking spiders built to get flies? Just, if the entity's just built that way to constantly corrupt creatures, that ain't its fault. That's the way it's built. That's why I say, like, God's kind of fucking creepy at the end of the day. At the end of the day, really, God's somewhere. There's some sort of God sitting by while this shit's happening. Like, really. While, like, an eagle's grabbing a rabbit up and literally, like, ripping its head off and consuming its whole head in, like, one bite. And, like, its blood squirting everywhere. And then it's, like, babies being born with defects. And then there's just, like, I mean, I hate getting into the list. Like, you guys know the list. Don't you also live in this fucking beautiful heaven realm? You know? This place, that's interesting. And one video I can go from crying to fucking laughing about how, I think if I didn't laugh, I would probably go crazy. Truth is, I love people, and I see people being tormented. So it's like, well, this fucking sucks. You know, like, what is the point of this? If this is my first existence ever, then I would kind of understand it being a learning school, but I still don't understand the setting. Like, again, bro, if I was a God creature, boom, and I'm going to send you to school, I'm not going to fucking send you to some goddamn horror show where there's, like, spikes coming out of the walls at certain intervals, and there's fucking, like, giant guillotines trying to chop you in half down the hallway, like, no. Now, better yet, let me put you in this learning school and damage your brain before you go in. So when you go in, you're fucking, you have Down syndrome and you can't think clearly. No. Let me put you in a learning school where you could get into an accident and damage your brain and have to relearn how to fucking walk again. You know, like, or you can never even use your brain the same way again. What kind of learning school that wouldn't be in my learning school if I was the God creator that created the motherfucker, unless I'm crazy. What am I doing? Am I literally trying to fuck people up? It's a learning school. Go in there. Hey, Dave, dude, yo, you took that turn a little too fast. He hit the wall. He's fucking snaps. What's he supposed to learn now that he's a vegetable? Go breathing from a machine. Tell me about it, man. This is not a learning school. I hate hearing that. Oh, we must have come here to learn what? How to be a narcissistic, fucking psychopathic businessman? Like, what is this reality trying to teach us? To be monetary, bloodthirsty, cutthroat? What? What is this fucking realm trying to teach us, you spiritual retards? Like, I'm sorry, not spiritual, I shouldn't say that, but just like, for real though, it's like, it's a learning school. Okay, let's talk about it then, motherfucker. You want to talk about point A? Well, let's talk about point B. What'd you learn here? Oh, it's good to forgive. Well, a fucking retard could have told you that. A fucking 3-year-old could have told you it's good to forgive. Like, that's what you came here to learn? But you're fucking 73 years old. Would you learn the next fucking 70 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned how to forgive. And like, come on, bro. That's some simple shit. A little kid can tell you that it's good to fucking forgive. And like, I learned how to love. You didn't learn how to love. It's built in you. Like, you know how to love. Did you had to learn how to love? Motherfucker, shut the fuck up with that dumb shit. You didn't learn how to love. It comes pre-programmed. Did you sit down and figure it out? What was the equation? Let me know about it. But, it's, I'm sorry, I'm just fucking, like, ranting now. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not ranting. This isn't a fucking learning school. And if you think it's a learning school, then your bitch ass hasn't learned shit. You know what I'm saying? It could be, but it would be the most bizarre, weird version of one I've ever fucking seen. Like, are we going to get on the other side and God's going to be chuckling like it was some sort of joke or something? Like some, like a party gag type of shit? Hell no, this place is fucking evil and demonic, and it's in live backwards is evil, for crying out loud. I mean, it's so in the language. You guys already know. I don't got to get into the fucking word wizardry shit. And then the word wizardry shit just like almost exemplifies the fact that whatever's in control of the realm has this sort of grotesque, evil hatred for humanity. So that's the thing that whispers in people's ears. That's the entity I'm talking about. I think there's just one of them. Unfortunately, that one is so powerful that it can infect the minds of every fucking buddy simultaneously. Again, I think if people became conscious of this fucking mind virus, it wouldn't have no power. Well, I mean, it would still have a lot of power, but it would be so weak and pathetic that we'd all just be looking down at it. That's when people talk about human consciousness evolving. That's the next step. Once humanity becomes conscious of the mind virus that invades the mind, even speaking will be different. People will be a lot more quiet. People will pick their words a little bit different. People will think before they fucking speak. You know what I'm saying? And the demon runs everything realm. This is anything goes. You're going to have full-grown men fucking wearing wigs and skirts and bunny outfits hopping around and having women whip them with chains or whatever, you know, just like, it's just going to be Wally World as long as the demon boy thing's in control. That everybody thinks. People don't understand why some of these people, like I'll say transgenders, for example, don't understand why they're not comfortable in their own skin. Because they're listening to the voice that isn't them all the fucking time and telling them whatever the fuck it's telling them. But again, if you become conscious of it, it's not so small, but it's pretty damn small in comparison to when you just think it's you. You're on fucking autopilot and you think these degenerate thoughts are in your mind. They're not. That's not you. I'll say just go through one day where you truly, and keep in mind too, like I don't want to just push everybody into this psychology path of the truth, because it'll drive you crazy. If you're not strong in the fucking mind, this shit will drive you crazy. So be careful, first off. This shit ain't for everybody. Some of you motherfuckers may actually want to stay plugged into the Matrix. Some of you motherfuckers may actually want to stay plugged into the Matrix, to be honest with you. It's not... Finding the truth is not a comfortable road. It's like walking on glass, and we're all so stupid that we just keep like trucking forward. It just gets worse and worse, and our fucking feet are like fucking, there's not even toes left, it's just nubs, and we're just still walking. We're just so stupid. It's like, how ugly do I gotta get to show you what the real truth is, motherfucker? I'm the devil. This thing's evil, dude. Whatever this thing is, it's fucking evil, and it's the devil. It's not nice. Schizophrenics, okay, I would say check out, you know, I'm going to make a list. I'm going to make a video. That way you don't have to watch. Because I always say, don't recommend me shit, man. Tell me what did they say that was good or whatever. Like, I need real fucking truth in my life. Not opinions and more endless amounts of almost truths. Like, there's just not any substance left in this fucking reality for me anymore. But I'm going to put together the list because he has noticed patterns, Marzinski, he's noticed patterns, and one of the main things is they don't like any religions. They don't like people studying spirituality or being in higher states of consciousness. They don't like that. If you're trying to be what spiritual people would say, vibrate at a higher state of consciousness. I don't know any of this to be true. This is stuff he said. I tend to believe it's true, but they don't like any of that. They're never positive or nice. And if they pretend to be nice, it ends up being because later on they wanted to sort of get you in the end. These things communicate between each other. So your relative that's in the room over, the thing that's whispering in his ear also knows about you and vice versa. And it's in everybody else's ear too. So when they say like, oh, Agent Smith, yeah, it really is like that. It works through people. It'll work through people you fucking love. Directly, like right in front of you. It'll work through people you love that are close to you. I know that this sounds super crazy. This is actually something I've known almost like my whole life. I don't know why it took me so long to develop the courage to just say it that way, but that is the best way to describe it, really, is we're coexisting with something that infects the mind, and it's obvious if you pay attention. It's obvious if you pay attention. Super fucking obvious. See, okay, that's what I say. Just do one day where you might go crazy, but just do one day where you truly observe all your own thoughts and question them a second or third time. Why am I thinking that? Why did I think that? What was the point of thinking about that? Why did I just call myself stupid for doing that in my own head? I'm not stupid. I know I'm not stupid. And I'm not even the type to say, hey, Chris, you're stupid for doing that. We tend to believe we are because it's what we do constantly. That is not us. That's not you saying that to you. You wouldn't say that to you. That's not you. You ain't even the type of motherfucker to be that way. Abusive? Are you an abusive person? Nobody I know, well, I've known a couple abusive motherfuckers, but no, I'd say out of the 99% of the people I know are not abusive, but everybody has an abusive mind? No! This entity is not us. You get any negative thought. That's the entity speaking. If you say, well, I think that would be a good idea, I'm going to start this food truck. No, you're never going to succeed. The moment something starts saying some dumb shit, that's not you. The real you was the one that had the good idea. I'm going to start this business. No, you're too small now. You better do this. Oh, you're going to mess up. Man, this thing is why is this thing there all the time? What's its problem? It's a little fucking fuckboy is what it is. Imagine being so fucking pathetic that you had to whisper in people's ears, dude. Just such a little fucking degenerate existence of a creature. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm just, it's very frustrating. This reality is interesting, I'll say that. Did I start recording? I really hope I didn't fucking start this without recording. I did, yay. Okay, I'm going to cut this one off for a sec, guys. I think there was another point I wanted to make. If not, I'll catch you guys on the next one.